I was working a full-time and 2 part-time jobs, about 105 hours a week. I've got an 8th grade education, so my prospects for the future were pretty glim. I got involved in my own business and I struggled for about 2 years and finally heard about this Dani lady and was wondering what could she teach me? What could I possibly learn from her? And I got over myself. I went to First Steps to Success, and within 3 months I was making $4,500 a week. And now, a couple of years later, we're making almost $9,000 a week. 4 years ago, I was $90,000 in debt. I've been job-free and debt-free for over 3 years. It's just absolutely worth it to come if you want to succeed, not only in finances, but in your personal relationships and spiritually. You need to come here.
Before getting started with Dani Johnson, my husband and I own a traditional business, and our employees were frustrating me, and I felt like a babysitter. I felt like I was babysitting adults, and it wasn't fun going to work at all. After coming to Dani Johnson, I learned how to deal with different personalities and how to create a team atmosphere in our workplace, and now our workplace is totally transformed. We have people that are excited to come to work, and they don't, when they're sick, they don't want to miss coming to work, and everybody is encouraged by the team building aspects that we have put in place at our office. So whatever it is you're doing, if you have a traditional business or a home-based business, you need to come to First Steps to Success to learn those tools so you can implement them. Doesn't matter what it is, she'll be able to help you.
When I actually first got on her website and first found her on the internet, I was completely dead broke. I was literally driving around a car that I had to borrow and actually paying for gas with pennies. I got a hold of her website and started listening to her free training, and the free training she gave me literally changed my life. It began to give me conviction and belief, and also taught me what to say to people when I was actually working with them in my business. Then from there, I went on to have my first 5-figure month. That's over $10,000 within a few months after that, and it didn't stop there. I was actually able to have my first $6,000 day in a business that I absolutely love, being able to help people and share the same time-tested proven strategies that Dani Johnson has been sharing with me. So I would say, with anyone who has a business where you have to deal with people, I would implore you, get yourself to First Steps to Success, get on her website for free information, and I guarantee you, if you hang out with her for 90 days, she will change your life.
Prior to coming to First Steps, I have my priorities messed up. I had my work in front of my family and God. And after coming to First Steps, I realized that was hindering me from what I wanted to achieve. And things kind of start falling into place after that. In fact, in 1 month, we were able to trim $1,300 in our excess spending, and we paid $13,000 in debt. And that's all because of that simple thing, which is attending First Steps and plugging into Dani. This is my third First Steps, and I'm learning so much, and there's much more to learn.
Before I came to Dani, I was totally burnt out, stressed out, making a nice 6-figure income, but in a position to start selling my business. I came to Dani, I got completely re-energized, went back to Austin, refocused the business, and not only went from a position of earning 6 figures, but well on the way to earning 7 figures. I've got multiple different divisions with the business started up in multiple different cities, and it's just exciting. And all I know is, if you want better results in any aspect of your life, you've got to come to the next event. Be there at the next Dani Johnson event if you want the results, because you'll get them.
Finally, I got sick and tired of hearing myself whine and complain how I needed money. I hated my life. I was depressed and everything. And I went on DaniJohnson.com. I started studying her techniques and so forth and applied them to my life. And my first year, I did $200,000. And then after going to First Steps to Success, I've done $70,000. I recommend coming here because it will change your life. I basically stopped making excuses. I started taking action, and I changed my life. I'm not the same person before. I went on DaniJohnson.com, and you will not be the same either. It's awesome, and it will change your life.
Before I had first came to my first Dani Johnson event, I was actually in the military, working 50 to 60 hours a week, $116,000 in debt, had no time with my family. I had started a business to try to increase things in my lifestyle, and I'd heard about Dani Johnson. I came to my first event, and out of my first event, working part-time, I increased my income by $13,000. My first year, after that, I made $104,000. I walked away from my military career after 8 years, cut my work schedule in half, paid off over 72,000 debt so far. My marriage is phenomenal. I'm now able to have time with my kids. We're no longer stressed out. If you're thinking about coming to First Steps to Success, you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. Get registered right away.
After coming to First Steps and plugging into this system, I started to enroll people in my business. I started to get people involved. I have doubled my business in the last 60 days. Now I have people on my team that are actually doing the same thing as I'm doing. They're having great success, even more than myself. I can't recommend anything higher than First Steps to Success. You've got to come here. You've got to see what this is about. You can't miss it.
Before I met Dani, I was working 45, 50 hours a week, working hard to hardly earn an income. And since I went to her training, not only have I learned to increase my skills, but I learned to hone in on it and to develop that passion for my business, the passion for people. And what that did is now I'm able to cut down my hours down to about 18, 20 hours a week. Not only did I cut it down, but I've literally tripled my income even this last month. You've got to come to Dani. She teaches you directly what you need to know, the direct skills, the passion that you need, the motivation behind you to learn the skills that you need to reach your goals and reach those dreams.